Did you try to kill me?
Victor, what are you gonna do? Finish the job? What the fuck? Man, you made a mistake.
If I take his ass out, then all our problems go away. I vow to show up for those that need help. You're supposed to have my back.
You are under arrest for the murder of Quentin Dickinson.
Is everything okay?
No,
What do you want?
I don't want people to hate me.
You can't buy me out to ease your
Calling
conscience.
him a traitor.
Don't bite the hand that freed you.
You kept quiet, right?
Scared.
Reg is in handcuffs, Emmett's breaking down, and the block is on fire. Season 7, Episode 10 of The Chi is about to flip everything upside down. This isn't just another episode, it's the moment everything comes crashing down. Loyalties are shattered, truths come out, and lives are put at risk. And if you thought Episode 9 was heavy, wait till you hear what's coming next. Because Reg's arrest, that's just the beginning. After everything that went down in Episode 9, it's no surprise the streets are heating up. The hospital scenes, the betrayals, the quiet conversations behind closed doors, each one was a warning shot. And now in Episode 10, that warning turns into war. Reg's arrest sends shockwaves across the South Side. Some people are cheering, others, they're scared. But no one expected it would happen like this. Reg, the one who's always managed to escape, to outthink, to outplay, finally caught. But caught by who? That's the real question. Because there's too many people playing. Too many sides right now. Is it Toussaint who made the move? Or was it someone on the inside? Someone Reg trusted? And what was Reg even doing when he got picked up? From what we've seen, there's a robbery involved. Keith was there too. And if history repeats itself, we all know how that's going to end. Keith takes the fall while Reg walks free. But this time, things are different. Because the police, they came ready. They weren't just responding, they were waiting, watching, tracking. Someone tipped them off. And Reg didn't even see it coming. But here's the twist: while everyone's focused on Reg, Emmett is quietly falling apart. Between Health Kesha's silence and the proposal hanging in the air with no answer, he's spiraling. He wanted to fix everything with that ring. He wanted to create a moment that erased all the mistakes. But instead, he's stuck in the middle of a storm. And the worst part, Jada finally tells him her cancer is back. That moment breaks him. You can see it in his face in the trailer. The pain, the panic, the helplessness. He just wants to marry Kesha before he loses his mom. But life keeps throwing him into battles he didn't ask for. Meanwhile, Alicia is still playing her own game in Episode 9. She made it clear she's not done until Reggie is finished. So, was she the one who tipped off the cops? Did she use Toussaint? Or did she go behind everyone's back and make a deal with someone higher? The woman's dangerous, unpredictable, and smart. She's not just reacting, she's planning up. And if Reg thinks he's going to talk his way out of this like he always does, he's dead wrong. Because this time, the people coming for him don't want to talk. They want results. And while all of this unfolds, Tiff is making moves of her own. Vic feels betrayed, and honestly, so do we. Tiff always had that spark with Nuck. But now that she's pregnant and still running back and forth between men, it's hard to tell what she really wants. In the trailer, we see Nuck touching her belly like he's stepping into a new role. But Vic's face says it, he didn't see this coming. And now he doesn't know if he's lost her for good. The love triangle just got way more complicated. And while Zeke tries to bring peace with a block party, we all know that peace is just a temporary pause before something explodes. Episode Seppulo isn't just the season finale, it's the emotional climax of everything that's been building. Reg's arrest, Emmett's heartbreak, Alicia's schemes, and Tiff's betrayal are all crashing into each other. And none of these characters are walking away the same. What happens next? That's the million-dollar question. The second Reg was arrested, the entire balance of power started to crack. Because say what you want about Reg, he was a survivor. He knew how to play the game, how to move in silence, how to keep his enemies guessing. But this time, there's no smooth escape, no quick fix. In Episode 10, we finally see Reg on the other side of the table, and he's not in control anymore. The silence in that interrogation room is loud. He knows someone set him up. And his biggest fear? It's not prison. It's betrayal. Reg has always trusted the wrong people, Keith. Maybe. Or that woman he's been hiding out with. And now, he's starting to wonder if everyone around him has been playing him like a pawn. The trailer shows us flashes of sirens, handcuffs, police lights reflecting off his face. And then comes that quiet stare. The look of a man who finally realizes he's alone. and it hits hard. But what happens when a man like Reg feels cornered? He bites back. He survives. And he takes people down with him. That's what makes this so dangerous. Because if Reg starts naming names, no one is safe. Not Keith. Not Alicia. Not even Toussaint. Everyone has blood on their hands. But here's the terrifying part. Reg still has supporters. People on the street who believe in him. Who would burn down the block for him? If he goes down, they might not stay quiet. They might fight back. And that's the chaos Alicia's trying to avoid. Or maybe she's hoping for it. She's always 10 steps ahead. And right now, her focus is on ending what she started. Her deal with the judge still holds weight, but it's shaky. And if Toussaint doesn't play by her rules, she might expose everything. So what is Alicia planning? That scene in the trailer where she tells Toussaint we both want the same thing. It's not a statement. It's a warning. Because Alicia isn't offering help. She's offering a threat. Clean up the streets, or I'll do it myself. She lost her son, and that grief has turned into fire. She doesn't want justice. She wants destruction. And Reg is just the first name on the list. Meanwhile, Emmett is trying to hold it all together. But every time he takes a step forward, the ground shifts under him. Jada's illness, Kesha's silence, the uncertainty of the future, it's all too much. And in episode 10, we see him walking through it all like a man carrying too much weight. He loves Kesha, but will he still have time to make it right? He wants to be strong for Jada, but he's breaking inside. And when Jada gives him that ring, the one she probably kept from when she believed in love, and hope it's like she's passing on her strength. But is Emmett ready to wear it, or will he crumble under the pressure? These questions are the soul of episode 10. And while the streets explode and betrayals multiply, Emmett's story keeps the emotional core alive. His is a story of love, loss, and the desperate hope that something good can still grow out of all this darkness. But we're not done yet, because there's still one more name. We haven't talked about Jake, he's been silent lately. But don't think for a second he's not watching everything unfold. He saw what Reg did, he saw what Vic gave up, and he saw how close he came to losing. His people, Jake's loyalty is shifting. And that shift is dangerous. Because Jake's the type who waits, who listens, who strikes only when it matters. And something tells me he's about to make a move that changes everything. The block is hot. Emotions are high. And the Chi episode 10, it's not just the end of a season, it's the beginning of a war. Who's going to survive it? And who's going to be left picking up the pieces? Let me know what you think in the comments below, because things are only getting messier from here. Vic never wanted to be in the middle of all this. He wanted peace. He wanted love. And for a while, it looked like he might finally have it. But episode 10 doesn't care about peace. Because just like everything else in this world, love comes at a cost. And now Vic's learning that lesson the hard way. When he finds out that Tiff didn't tell him Reg was alive, that alone cuts deep. But when she turns around and says they're moving to fast after everything they had, it's like a knife to the chest. Vic was trying, he was opening up, he was showing her parts of himself that no one else gets to see. And now, she's texting Nuck like nothing ever happened. That betrayal isn't loud, it's quiet. And that's what makes it worse. It's not the kind of thing you yell about. It's the kind of thing that lingers. And the look on Vic's face in the trailer says it all. He's not just hurt, he's done. But even if he walks away from Tiff, the damage is already done. Because now Nuck's back in her life. He touches her belly like he belongs there, like he's ready to step up. And that's the part that's most confusing, because what does Tiff really want? She's torn between two versions of her life. Two different men, two different futures. And with a baby on the way, her decision doesn't just affect her, it affects everyone. Meanwhile, Pastor Zeke is throwing his block party, trying to create some kind of peace in the chaos. He wants people to come together to stop the violence. But let's be real. No party, no speech, no sermon is going to fix what's broken. The Chi is at war. It's not just bullets and turf, it's betrayal, grief, jealousy, and power. And when emotions boil this high, all it takes is one spark to set everything on fire. We already saw hints of this in the trailer. Nuck warning Toussaint that whoever's tailing Reg better back off. That line wasn't casual, it was a threat. Because even though Reg is behind bars, he still has people willing to go to war for him. And Toussaint, she's playing a risky game. She wants justice. But the system she works for is cracking. Alicia is breathing down her neck. The judge is watching. The streets are watching. And one wrong move could turn the entire city against her. But Toussaint isn't afraid. If anything, she's more determined than ever, because she knows what Reg is capable of. And now that she has him, she's not letting go. Not unless something forces her hand. And that's where things get dangerous. Because Keith, who's already taken the fall once, is looking more and more like a ticking time bomb. If Reg throws him under the bus again, that loyalty might finally snap. And if Keith snaps, ain't no telling what he'll do. This ain't just a game anymore, it's survival, and everyone's playing for keeps. Emmett, meanwhile, is still standing in the middle of all of this, trying to hold on to the little bit of love he has left. But it's slipping. Kesha hasn't answered his proposal. Jada's sick, and every time he tries to breathe, something new knocks the air out of him. He's trying to be a man, to be strong, to be present. But episode 10 will test him like never before, because when everything falls apart, who are you really? That's the question this episode keeps asking, and the answers, they're not always what we want to hear, especially in the Chi. Now, let's talk about the game behind the game. Because Reg getting arrested didn't just happen out of nowhere. Someone made that happen. Someone pulled the strings. And now the big question is who? The easy answer might be Alicia. She's had her eye on Reg for a long time. Ever since her son was taken from her, she's been on a silent mission to burn the whole system down, brick by brick. And in episode 10, we finally see how far she's willing to go. The trailer shows her and Detective Toussaint face to face. On the surface, it looks like a deal. Two women who want the same thing, justice. But if you listen closely, it's more than that. Alicia isn't offering help, she's offering leverage. She knows things, dangerous things, about Reg, about the judge, about Toussaint. She's the kind of woman who doesn't move unless she's already 5 steps ahead. So if she handed Reg over, you better believe she's already planning who's next. And the thing about Alicia, she doesn't care about collateral damage. If Keith has to go down with Reg, so be it. If Emmett gets caught in the crossfire, it's unfortunate, but not her problem. She's laser focused, and in her eyes, the only way to fix the city is to burn the rot out of it. But she's not the only one making moves. Somebody else is feeding the police, somebody who knows where Reg was, when he'd be there, and what he'd be doing. Could it be Keith? Maybe he finally realized Reg was never going to protect him. Or maybe someone flipped him, made him an offer, or threatened him. Either way, Reg walked into that trap like a man who thought he was untouchable. And now, he's sitting in a jail cell wondering how it all fell apart so fast. But Reg isn't the only one facing consequences. Back in the neighborhood, the tension is building. You can feel it. People are picking sides. Some still ride for Reg. Others think he finally got what he deserved. But no one's safe. Because when power shifts this violently, everybody bleeds. Toussaint is under pressure too. She knows this case could make or break her. If she plays it wrong, Alicia might expose her. If she plays it too safe, Reg walks free and the streets explode. So, what's she going to do? Will she follow the law or bend it to get results? And what about Nuck? He's been quiet, but he's watching everything. He's close to Tiff again. He's back in the loop. And he's dangerous when he's quiet. In the trailer, we see him warning people to back off Reg. That means he knows more than he's letting on. He might be the one pulling strings behind it. The scenes, or maybe he's playing both sides, waiting to see who comes out on top. And let's not forget Pastor Zeke. His block party isn't just a gesture of hope, it's a risk. Because throwing a party in the middle of this chaos is like lighting a match in a room full of gas. One wrong move, one argument, one gunshot, and everything goes up in flames. That party could be the moment everything boils over, or it could be the moment someone makes a play. Maybe Alicia, maybe Keith, maybe even Jake. Remember him? He's been watching quietly, but he's not out of the game. He's just waiting. And I've got a feeling he's about to pick a side and change the game forever. All these stories, all these players are colliding in episode 10. And no matter how it ends, someone's going down. Maybe more than one. Because in the Chi, justice doesn't come clean. It comes at a cost. And sometimes, the wrong people pay the price. Everything has been leading to this. All the choices, the betrayals, the silence, the secrets, they've finally caught up with everyone. The Chi Season 7, Episode 10 isn't just a finale. It's a reckoning. And no one is walking away clean. Let's start with Emmett. The one who wanted peace, family, love, and now. He's holding a ring in one hand and heartbreak in the other. He still doesn't have Kesha's answer. He still doesn't know how long Jada has left. And deep down, he knows that the life he wanted might already be slipping through his fingers. He wanted to fix things by proposing. But love isn't enough, not in this world. You need strength. You need clarity. And Emmett's drowning in emotions he doesn't know how to name if he breaks now. We can't blame him, because sometimes the strongest people are the ones who hold everything in until they can't anymore. Meanwhile, Reg is sitting in a cold, dark cell with nothing but questions and regrets. He's been the hunter for so long, but now he's the prey. Everyone's circling him. Alicia wants him buried, Toussaint wants him charged, Keith might want revenge, and even his own allies might be turning on him. The pressure is unbearable, and if Reg snaps, if he starts talking, he could bring down half the city. But will he? Or will Reg finally take responsibility for what he's done? Will he go down quietly, or go out swinging? And if someone does, come for him on the inside or out. We all know Reg won't go without a fight. On the outside, Tiff is still caught between two lives. Vic or Nuck, the past or the future, comfort or chaos. And while she tries to act like she's got it figured out, the truth is, she's just as lost as everyone else. She's playing a dangerous game, and someone's going to end up hurt. Maybe her, maybe Vic, maybe the child she's carrying. And that's what makes this so Robbie, because the Chi never promises safety. It only promises truth. And sometimes, the truth hurts more than any bullet. As for Alicia, her war is far from over. She's taken down one man, but the fire inside her hasn't burned out. If anything, it's growing. She sees corruption everywhere: judges, detectives, gang leaders, and in her eyes, they all need to fall. She's not satisfied with Reg behind bars. She wants to tear the system apart. And if episode 10 shows us anything, it's that Alicia is just getting started. And now, we wait. Because when all the smoke clears, who's going to be left standing? Will Emmett get his answer from Kesha? Will Jada live to see her son happy? Will Reg survive prison or die trying to escape it? Will Keith finally turn on him? Will Toussaint crack under pressure? Will Alicia cross a line she can't come back from? And what about Jake? Zeke Nuck, Tiff the block party might bring people together, but it might also be the moment where everything explodes. The finale has set the stage for something much bigger than an arrest or a proposal. This is about what comes next. The Chi is changing. The players are shifting. And the old rules don't apply anymore. One moment, one decision, one betrayal. That's all it takes to start a war. And by the end of episode 10, we'll know who fired the first shot. Until then, drop your theories in the comments. Who do you think tipped off the cops? Will Reg turn on Keith? Will Emmett get the happy ending he's hoping for, or lose it all? Let's talk about it, because this finale, it's not just going to shake things up. It's going to break us.